Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Fanboys, be advised, this video contains the absolute truth, may cause hurt feelings, and a need to thumbs down the video. Ryan Garcia can't beat Tank Davis or Devin Haney due to the knockdown. Look, let's separate facts from feelings. And you know, we got two idiotic statements, one from Black Media Life. He states that Ryan Garcia is not beating Tank Davis or Devin Haney because he got dropped. Mark Green comes back and states Tank Davis would knock out Ryan Garcia and Haney would outbox him and probably knock him out. Ryan was exposed. So it doesn't mean you're exposed simply because you got dropped. That does not mean you're exposed. I mean, think about it like this. Vasil Lomachenko got dropped by Jorge Linares. That doesn't mean he's exposed. The guy's a world champion and an elite fighter. That does not make him exposed. Bud Crawford got dropped by Mean Machine, top 10 level opposition, similar to Luke Campbell in a different division. That does not mean Bud Crawford is exposed because he got dropped. It doesn't mean that Tyson Fury is exposed because he got dropped by Cunningham. He's still a world champion and an elite fighter. At the end of the day, being dropped does not make you an exposed fighter. That doesn't mean that you're a hype job. These guys are delusional. There is no perfect boxer. Ryan Garcia is 22 years old. He's not going to be a complete fighter yet. And if you're expecting that, you're an idiot, moron, and a dummy, because he's far away from his prime and his very best. But not only that, I mean, you got to think about it. He got up and got the clear knockout of a guy who's never been knocked out in Luke Campbell. I don't understand how somebody claims somebody's a hype job. They haven't went through adversity. Then when they're exposed to the adversity and they overcome the adversity, then they've been exposed as a fighter. It doesn't make sense. These guys are haters. Let's just be honest and unbiased. Then when you look at a guy like Tank Davis, his defense is garbage truck juice. I mean, this guy was hit by Gamboa flush a lot. This guy was hit by Leo Santa Cruz flush a lot. And these two guys, and the difference between Tank Davis' last two fights against a Wash Gamboa and a cherry pick in Leo Santa Cruz is that neither one of these guys had the power to hurt Tank Davis. Tank Davis do not take fights in which he can get hurt. He does not take those dangerous fights like a Luke Campbell. He will not do it. He'll take guys with no power and suspect defense so he can get to them, break them down, and get the victory. Now with this, he still got tagged in the Leo Santa Cruz fight. His defense is garbage truck juice. So you can't say that he's leagues and shoulders above Ryan Garcia. His defense is at least on the same level, at least that Ryan Garcia is still learning and he's younger and he's already shown to have elite power. We don't know if Tank Davis' power is elite at 135 pounds. It took him 12 rounds to finally knock out a washed fighter in Gamboa. And then you turn to Devin "I'm Dreaming" Haney. This guy couldn't knock out my grandmother. Yes, he could not knock out my grandmother. I mean, the guy went the full 12 rounds with a washed Gamboa coming off of an injury and a knockout loss. That's garbage truck juice. There's no perfect boxer. I mean, think about it like this. The last time Tank Davis was at 135 pounds, and you know, Devin Haney's last fight, and you know, both of these guys fought a Wash Gamboa, which is an easy fight. You know, so these guys are nowhere near the level of competition as Luke Campbell. A Wash Gamboa is nowhere near that level. See, these guys are giving these guys credit. It's easy to look like a killer against a bum. That fight didn't prove these guys are elite. It proved they can beat a Wash fighter who presented no challenge and who had no chance to knock these guys out. And yet both of these guys still got hit flush. It makes no sense. What we do know is that Ryan Garcia has elite power, heart, and grit. And, you know, he showed something that Tank and Haney haven't showed at 135 pounds because they have not been challenged by any legitimate threat. Anybody can look like a killer fighting bums, but Ryan Garcia has proven that he's a good fighter. At the end of the day, I think Ryan Garcia has a chance to beat both of these guys. And that's just honest and unbiased.